Greetings, good people. Welcome back to the channel. Okay, is Roach retiring from the fashion industry because he couldn't get a seat at a Louis Vuitton fashion show? That is what some social media users are alleging. Okay, if you are unaware, Roach is Zendaya's stylist, the actress Zendaya. He has been her stylist for many years, and he has been a stylist to many celebrities. Okay, from hip hop and R&B all the way to quote unquote A-list actors and actresses. Okay, so he's been in the game for a while. He recently announced that he is retiring. He posted to his social media that he's over it. Okay, and people are saying it's because of an incident that happened at a Louis Vuitton fashion show where he couldn't get a front seat next to Zendaya. All right. So before we get into any videos and things, let's get into this article from BuzzFeed. So Zendaya's stylist, Roach, said that he's retiring just days after he put Hunter Schafer in a viral white feather top for the Oscars. Okay. Roach, the celebrity stylist who shot to fame styling Zendaya's viral red carpet look, said that he's retiring in an Instagram post shared on Tuesday. All right. So this is the Instagram post. You see that image of the word retired. And the caption reads, "My cup is empty. Thank you to everyone who've supported me and my career over the years." This is what the 44-year-old captioned his announcement post, a graphic of a retired traffic sign. He continues, "If this business was just about the clothes, I would do it for the rest of my life. But unfortunately, it's not. The politics, the lies, and the false narratives finally got to me. You win, I'm out." All right. There's a picture of Roach. Some of you may remember him from HBO Max's original show, Legendary. If you guys watch that show, Roach was one of the judges. He was my least favorite, but he was one of the judges on that show. Okay. That show has been canceled. It's no longer going to be on air. Anyway, the article continues. The post came days after the Academy Award and its festivities, where Roach styled several viral celebrity looks, including Hunter Schafer's widely shared micro feather look at the Vanity Fair Oscars after party, as well as Megan Thee Stallion's look as well. Okay, so this is the look at the Vanity Fair after party for the Oscars. Did you guys watch the Oscars? Many people online were shocked by the manner and timing of the announcement, particularly given that his work was being showcased earlier this week. Okay, and you guys know the Met Gala is right around the corner, so people are saying like you're retiring right before the Met Gala. If he has styled people for the Met Gala, then I'm pretty sure he's done. That's all been done ahead of time. So he might just not show up. Okay. The stylist had secured one of the biggest recognizable clientele, dressing the likes of Celine Dion, Tom Holland, Lewis Hamilton, Bella Hadid, Ariana Grande, and more. Roach immediately began trending on Twitter as people expressed their surprise. So this is a photo of him and Zendaya, and he's been working with Zendaya for a very long time. You know, he got her on the covers of many fashion magazines. So if you follow fashion stylists and things like that, and you're into this type of stuff, then you know that this is a big deal. Okay, this is why Roach was trending. All right, other users have wondered whether the announcement is serious or a response to the flaws in the fashion industry. Many pointed to a recent video from the Louis Vuitton fashion show, where Roach was not given a front row seat next to Zendaya. So someone said, "I hope it's not because of this situation." One says, "It is. LOL, I can't." So some people think that he's just frustrated because he didn't get shown any respect by not having a front row seat at the fashion show. I'm going to show the video in a minute, so let's continue on. Meanwhile, stylists and celebrities shared their emotional reactions in the comments. I won't let you. We don't quit. Strive too hard. That's what Naomi Campbell wrote. Mental health is first, Nene Leakes also commented. So many people that he worked with in the industry took to social media to share their thoughts. Okay. Yeah, Roach is a big staple in the fashion industry. So there's another image of him. Okay, Roach did not immediately respond to BuzzFeed's news request for comment. Now, this is another article from Elle magazine, lnews.com, whatever. This is a picture of Zendaya and him. This was them at the Met 2019 Met Gala. All right. Um, so it's pretty much reiterating the same thing that I already wrote. People sharing their feelings. Now I thought this was interesting. So it says here in this particular article that Roach has also previously spoken about experiencing racism in the industry, and some have pointed to the strain the fashion industry can put on mental health. Author, fellow stylist, and LUK contributing editor Aja Barber, she commented on a Diet Prada post about the news. She says, I feel like things must have felt really bad for this to happen. As a Black person in this industry myself, I feel burnt out, often overlooked, and feeling like the June 2020 stuff was an indicator that nothing was going to actually change. The politics of all of this is exhausting. All right. So again, this just goes into some of the looks that Law Roach is responsible for as it pertains to Zendaya, who is his biggest client. Okay. There's a lot of looks here. So just to refresh your memory, like I said, if you're, you keep up with all things fashion in the fashion world, then you are familiar that Law Roach pretty much took Zendaya's look, her look, from rags to riches. She was really kind of like a roundaway girl, rocking sweatpants and loose curls, and wasn't really high fashion, quote unquote, right? All right, so here's the video. Now you can see that he is visibly annoyed. Let's make this bigger. You can see that he's visibly annoyed, and Zendaya points to a seat behind her because there wasn't a seat next to her, okay? He looks like he's over it. Okay. Now, what do you guys think about this? Now, being that a lot of people had mixed reactions on social media, they were saying that this man is responsible for her being for her iconic red carpet looks, which is true, and he is deserving of a seat in the front row. Okay, now here's the thing. There are also people who are blaming Zendaya, saying that she should have made sure that he had a seat. I don't know how she could have done that. She is not responsible for the seating arrangement at any fashion show unless it's her own. This is a Louis Vuitton fashion show. So the seating arrangements, they're done by a particular group of people. Certainly not Zendaya. The models don't have any control over seating, none of that stuff. So some people feel that, Zendaya should have gotten up and given him her seat. I don't agree with that. She is a lady. He is the gentleman. So she definitely should be sitting down. Maybe he felt insulted that she pointed at the seat behind her. Maybe he has some static with Louis Vuitton. To my understanding, there's whispers that some of these high fashion brands don't really fool with him because he didn't really fool with them in the very beginning. So who knows? Now, I wondered what happened. Nobody had any additional cell phone footage as far as where was he sitting. So apparently it looks like he was sitting somewhere off to the side, kind of in the front. I don't know who that is he was sitting next to, but there he is, okay? And he does not look happy. So we can never tell. We really don't know. But I think that this is very interesting. If he is going to retire, it is a shame because he has definitely been a staple, especially in the hip hop community. Like in his early ons, he styled a lot of hip hop and R&B artists, a lot of our favorite Black artists, female and male alike. He's worked with some of the top-notch artists in hip hop. So, yeah. Now, what I want to do is I want to go back a little bit further back. Law Roach did an interview years ago, and listen to what it is that he had to say. I saw this on Twitter. This is very interesting, interesting perspective. All right, y'all like to hear? Let me turn this down a little bit. Don't want to blow your eardrums out. Like to hear it? Here you go.
I'm very opinionated, right? And I'm also, you can't talk to me any kind of way, and you can't treat me any kind of way. I'm coming in and I'm commanding a certain amount of respect. If you're not giving me that, we're gonna have a problem. Like I'm not really afraid of this industry because I'm Black. I'm from the hood. I can always go back Like I'll always make money. I'll always get money. I'll always be successful. And if I have to get into a situation where I have to rework who I am and what I'm doing, then I'm not afraid of that, right? So I'm not afraid to go toe to toe with a publicist or agent or a manager because I don't feel like I need you because you've never done for me anyway. I'm self-made. You know what I mean? Like I built my career. I didn't go the conventional routes that everybody go and this person, you owe this person a favor. I owe nobody in this industry. And so I'm like, I'll walk away from all that because I'm a natural born hustler. Like I'm.
Now, very interesting words. He basically said that he from the hood. He don't have a problem going back to the hood. He a hustler. He'll always make money. He built himself from the ground up. He's self-made. No one owes him anything. He doesn't owe them anything. No one did him any favors, and he'll give all this ish up if need be. Now you're saying that you are retiring because you're tired of the politics and you're tired of this and you're tired of that. I'm gonna give my opinion. He's very talented at what he does, but to me, just reading some older articles and some older interviews that he's done for various outlets, I think that he thought that white ice was colder, and his motivation was the money. Like he said, he's a natural born hustler. He came from very scarce upbringing. He had to raise his siblings. His mother was not really in his siblings' life. He said his mother struggled with substance abuse. So he had custody of his younger siblings. He raised them. He had a boutique in his hometown where he was, and he was kind of struggling with that. And he decided to give all that up to move to LA, I think it was, and really go full throttle, right? And he said that the money was flowing in, the clientele was great when he was working with Black entertainers, basically. So he decided, he wanted to be represented by a specific agency. And when he met with that agency, they basically said to him, look, styling is not the problem, it's your clientele. You basically need to get some A-list celebrities on the books. So he decided to work with A-list celebrities, sort of abandoning the clientele that got his pockets fat and got his name ringing bells. And he stated that he doesn't regret it, but he kind of feels like he doesn't think that his career would have been where it is now had he not done that. And he says it's a shame that he had to kind of, quote unquote, turn his back on his people in order to get that type of notoriety. Okay. Fast forward, he's styling A-list celebrities, and he's still working. I think he's still working with both type of clientele. He also mentioned that he took a huge pay cut when working with these A-list celebrity. Okay, I forgot the name of the lady that was on the Hunger Games. He started working with her, and she became his first A-list celebrity. And he took a huge pay cut. So the money was flowing in when you was working with your people and other people, but you took a pay cut because you wanted your career to go further. But I thought the money was the motivation. Now, I'm not knocking him at all. I did not really care for his personality on Legendary, but he could have been playing the villain character on purpose to make the show spicy. It is what it is. I will never doubt his skill. He is great at what he does. And I do like the fact that this article that was from Out Magazine back in 2021, he talked about bringing people up, which I like. He reaches back and he brings people up. He said he wants to see as many people that look like him in the industry. So Cardi B's stylist, Colin, if you guys are familiar, he was actually under the tutelage of Law Roach. That's one of his quote unquote kids, he says. And Colin be slaying Cardi B. Okay. Anyway, so I just feel like he thought that maybe if he kind of expanded his horizons and worked with quote unquote, we know what they mean when they say A-list celebrities, child, in Hollywood. He thought that maybe he could break into the industry and really solidify himself, and he wouldn't have to experience any challenges. But here we are. Okay. Now, is it right? No. I just feel like this. I don't wish to see him give up. I absolutely don't want to see him quit. Why? You come too far. You've sacrificed so much, but I understand that people get tired. They get tired of fighting the injustices, the politics, the foolishness, the drama. I can only imagine the drama surrounding this particular industry. Okay. So I don't know. What do you guys think? How do you feel about Law Roach? People have mixed feelings about him. Some people say that he has a very nasty attitude. He's very talented. Other people say that their experiences with him has been, very, very pleasant. I mean, come on, styling 10 different people at the Met Gala. It is what it is. So he's talented. I hate that he feels like he has to quit because he's tired of the politics. It's not about them winning, Law Roach. It's about you grinding, you doing what you love to do, and also you being a teacher and bringing people up. Sometimes you have to sacrifice a lot to get what you want, but I get it. I get it. The road is long and hard, and sometimes you do just be tired. So maybe it is a matter of he needs a break, or maybe he'll do consulting. I don't know. He's not saying anything. People get frustrated sometimes. They take to their social media. But this is a very good article if you guys are interested. His name is Law Roach. You can call him Mother by out.com. And again, this was published back in 2021, November 2021. So you drop down in the comments and let me know what you think. Now, as far as rumors are concerned, child. Now, back in the day, he used to call out all these brands. When he first started working with Zendaya, he said that a lot of these brands, these high-end brands, wouldn't touch Zendaya. So he didn't care. He just was like, you don't need these high-end brands. And he would oftentimes support, like, the smaller fashion designers, maybe the quote unquote no name ones. And he would often give them recognition, which I love. I love and respect that. And he said that when he saw that Zendaya was getting a lot of attention, a lot of these high-end brands started to reach out to Zendaya, reach out to him because they wanted to put her in their clothes. And he's just like, no, thank you. He talked about having an email template where he basically said, no, if it's no forever. When we first came to you, when she was just starting out, y'all wouldn't touch her. Y'all wouldn't want to be bothered with her. Now you see that she's popping because I'm styling her and she's popping. Now you want her in your clothes. No, thank you. So it could be that. And I think it's because he doesn't have a personality where you can run all over him. And I think a lot of these people in Hollywood, a lot of these brands and, all in the entertainment field, they want you to kiss their behind. And Law doesn't strike me as the type of guy that will do so. He knows his worth. He knows that he's good at what he does. He knows he's in demand. Like he said, he's a natural born hustler. So he just doesn't want to play their game. And I'm not mad at him about that. I'm really not. He probably thought it would work in his favor. And he quickly saw, no, this ain't working for me. So, I mean, also, another one of his clients, Anna Taylor-Joy, she's an actress. Apparently, it's rumored that she got a contract with Dior, and Dior doesn't want her working with Law Roach because he had some static with them in the past. Okay, and he also called out a lot of brands for not crediting the stylist, on their platform. So the brands will say, yes, this is Zendaya in blah, blah, blah brand, but won't give Law the credit for being her stylist. So you know how that goes. You know how people like to take credit for other people's stuff. They don't want to mention people's names. It's a whole bunch of politics in the entertainment game. And him being 44, like I said, he's been in the game for a long time. He's probably just tired. He's probably over it. And I don't blame him. All right. But you guys drop down in the comments and share your thoughts. I know this was a huge hit to the fashion community, and hopefully he was just venting and he'll say, psych guys, I'm not retiring, but I'm going to dial it back, because I'm telling you, I think that the fashion industry definitely needs a personality and someone with a craft and a skill like Law Roach. That's just my opinion. All right, y'all, that's all I got. Ain't got no more. I love you for watching. As always, until next time, peace.